I got new books. So let's see what I got. I want to go over the list of things I bought. I got all of my books from Thrift Books. I have 2 more packages. No, sorry. I have 3 more packages coming from Thrift Books because I ordered 20 books and these were the first that got shipped. So let's go over what I got. Okay, so I'm not even going to try to say these authors' names because I am going to butcher them. The authors that I do know, I will say. But the ones I don't, I won't be saying. Okay, so the first book I got is The 10th Circle. And I'm sure this is a psychological thriller. It's a novel. It's a book that got recommended to me. So I wanted to purchase it and read it. So the books that I purchased from Thrift Books were recommendations, or I read them and they were good and I wanted to add them actually to my bookshelves. Lock Every Door. This is a book that I've already read and it was so good. It's a psychological thriller and this book is by Riley Sager. Such a great writer. This book is so heart-pounding. I feel like I was inside the book. I felt like I was inside of it. I felt like I was watching a movie. I felt like I was in the movie. It was a good story. Like, oh my God. So the next book is by The Butterfly Garden. This is a book that got recommended to me and I wanted to purchase it and buy it and read it. This book is by HUTCHINSON. So next book is The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. This is another psychological thriller that got recommended to me. My favorite types of books are psychological thrillers and historical fictions. I read mostly anything, okay? But those are my 2 favorite genres. Okay. Leslie by OMAR TYREE. Now, don't kill me, ladies, but I am a Black woman. I am 36, and I've only read 1 book by OMAR TYREE. I have been recommended this book by him. I read Fly Girl. Of course, I read Fly Girl. But I just read Fly Girl like 3 years ago for the first time. I know, but I was too stuck on winter, okay? So, next book is The Story of Harriet Tubman, The Freedom Train. This is a children's book, okay? But I read it when I was a teenager and I loved it. I love stories about Harriet Tubman. So I wanted to add this to my collection because when I read it in school, I actually borrowed the book from my school. So I actually wanted to own it, okay? So next book, Tell Me How Long the Train's Been Gone by James Baldwin. I read this book when I was a teenager and I did not finish it. But I remember having this feeling of the book being so good, and I don't know if I lost it or if I had to give it back because I borrowed it. I don't know. But I remember it being so good. I wanted to purchase it and start it again and reread it. And like I said, I remember it being so good, I wanted to add it to my bookshelf, okay? The next book, a psychological thriller, The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison. Psychological thriller, have not read it. I got recommended this book, so the girls in my book club say it's a good one, so I'm adding it to my list. Okay, Heavy, an American memoir by KIESE LAYMON. I am probably murdering that name, but this is another book that was recommended to me. I don't know the genre of this book, but I'm excited to read it. I've heard good things about it, so I wanted to add it to my list of books to read. The next book is I Am Watching You. Psychological thriller. I saw really good reviews about this book, so I wanted to add it to my list and I wanted to read it. And also, I think it has a bookmark in it. So I wanted to say I got these books from Thrift Books. So that's like a online bookstore, online thrift store for books. I usually get my books from Goodwill, really nice other thrift stores and Thrift Books. If I can't find it, then I'll go to Barnes & Nobles or Amazon. I try to like be frugal, okay? The last book I got is a book called Speak, and it's by LAURIE Anderson. This is a book that was recommended to me. I'm sure it's a psychological thriller because the majority of the books on my list are psychological thrillers. But this one was recommended to me from a girl in my my book club. So I'm hoping this one's be good. It's good. I'm excited to read it. And that is it. This is just 11 books. My order from Thrift Books was a total of 20 books. So I'm waiting. I just went online and saw that I'm waiting for 3 more packages. So I'm excited about the other books, and I will come back on here and update you with the next shipment that comes to my house with the new books. Stay tuned.